You are quoting the Telugu idiom.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The regular ullipai, the regular onion.
Sir.
If you are frying it a lot and it in spicy things, then it causes something.
Sir.
Yes, it is okay, but of course we need to limit it. Anything which we eat above the normal dosage will cause some consumption. Yes. Along with the regular onion is velulli or garlic.
Yes, sir.
That is also very good for our health.
Yes, sir. Previously, you suggested, sir, you advised us to take the white, we call it tellagadda.
Tellagadda.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have made into pieces. They are kept in a bottle. Daily morning, I take. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Anyone else wants to? Grams of query. You're not audible. You're not able to see you. I don't know what's setting. No. No. Pradeep Madhuri. Yes. Am I audible? Yes, you are audible. I did this last session and they were discussing about the diabetes. So, till now, like I'm 50 plus, but I don't have any kind of problem. But I used to listen to other people that yeah, I am diabetic. I didn't take it very seriously. For other people, they say that we take the pills every day and we are taking this food and that food. But when I heard the discussion about the diabetes, the post effect of the diabetes in the nervous system, angry, or something else was discussed. Then I continued these outcomes of the diabetes. Then I started to tell people who are not their control their in food or their habits. So I discussed this with my principal, who believes in like eat and enjoy. So I discussed with him that sir, these are the outcome of the diabetes. Once you get the diabetes, these kind things may be happen to you. So this can happen to me. What is gangrene? What is the inflammation? And he suddenly became very serious about the diabetes. He used to tell, no, I won't take sugar, I won't take this. So as I thought that once when we are healthy and we know the outcome of the any particular disease which is happening around this in the very large quantity of the people are suffering from diabetes. So I stated this statement in my class during my class that doctor told me that these are the symptoms of the post-diabetic things. So they listened very carefully. So in that regard, I want to say that diabetes and the blood pressure are very common. So is there anything regarding the blood pressure also which should be known in advance to spread anyone that don't do this? Otherwise, you will become the blood pressure patient, and these two diseases are the entrance of the other disease in the body. So these are the like barriers. So I would like to listen something which is related to the blood pressure, which we should take the care in advance. So blood pressure increases whenever heart is trying too much to pump the blood. Done by the heart is more and more. Why is that happening? There are so many things which precipitate this condition. For example, people are nowadays eating lots and lots of food which is poorly processed. Lots of fat and lots of particularly junk food. And food items, spices, and lots of salt. These are the things which, if taken frequently, will automatically increase the blood pressure. And another important thing is
we are not at all maintaining a peaceful mind. Lot of stress, lot of anxiety, lot of irritation, lot of anger, fear. All these things will put the pressure on the heart, and heart's function will automatically gets weakened, and it does overwork, and that again increases blood pressure. So it is very important, even the students also, even the youngsters also, because nowadays we are looking at things which are not at all common previously. People, recently one singer, KK, he died, right?
Very young.
At a very young age. Before that, one actor from Kannada industry, Puneet Rajkumar, he is a very young youngster. He died.
Rajkumar.
Yes, Puneet Rajkumar. Yeah. So these are not common. These were not common previously.
Yes.
So many people below 30, below 25 having hypertension. The reason for this particular sad state, sorry state, is the kind of food we take, the lifestyle, and our mind. So it is very important for us to be more aware of what we are choosing to eat, particularly as a habit. If you regularly consume unhealthy food, occasionally if you consume in a party or somewhere else, it's okay. But regularly people are used to, nowadays they are used to order online or go to some fast food center and junk food. And of course, that is one, food is one important factor, and mind is another important factor which can precipitate hypertension. And as you have rightly pointed out, these things are the entry points where other bigger diseases like heart problems, nervous system, stroke in the brain, stroke in the heart, all these things can happen if you allow your blood pressure to increase. Physical activity, lack of physical activity is one important reason why people are getting high blood pressure. So people are not physically active, sitting whole day in their chair and not at all doing any kind of physical activity, not letting the sweat to come out of their own body. Sweating itself has become a taboo. Whereas when you are sweating, when you are doing a lot of physical work, then you are cleansing each and every cell of your body. You are allowing the body to remove all the toxins from each and every cell of the body when you are sweating profusely, when you are doing some physical activity. If we are not allowing the body to cleanse itself, then it also will help precipitate the hypertension. Good physical activity and healthy mind, peaceful mind. These things will prevent hypertension.
Sir, my two small questions. That first question is that in Gujarat area, I have seen many people, they do not perspirate. They are doing a lot of labor whole day, like which is kind of cardio, but there is no perspiration in them. So, what is this? What is the property of the body? It's like it's so in whole area. I have seen 80% people. They say that we work hard, but there is no perspiration. What is this?
Some areas the sweat gets evaporated. For example, I live in Visakhapatnam and I also go to Hyderabad. Hyderabad, even if I sweat, it will not appear on my body. Instantly, it gets evaporated. Whereas in Visakhapatnam, because of the coastal area, you can see the sticky sweat on the body and you can feel it because of the humidity and all. Not about the sweat is appearing on the skin or not. It's more about doing physical activity. Once you are doing physical activity, automatically body will cleanse itself. There are some people have profuse sweating. By nature, they sweat a lot. Even they are living in extreme cold conditions also, you can see that
Yes.
if they put a small mirchi in their mouth, they'll sweat like anything.
Yes.
Okay, there are some people whose perspiration is not that much. It depends. It varies on person to person. The idea here is to cleanse the body, you need to do some physical activity.
More sweat is not harmful. It means it is always good for body.
It can be your body type, individual constitution which causes more sweating. It will be a problem when consistently you are seeing that sweat is consistently having bad smell. Strong odor, some people will have, but I'm telling you about the very bad smell, which is an indication that there are lots and lots of toxins inside the body. Body is trying to communicate with us, is trying to tell us that there are so many free radicals inside the body which you have to cleanse properly. Then you need to take the help of a doctor for simple cleansing, simple medicines, or and of course cleansing foods. Lots and lots of vegetables and fruits with lots and lots of fiber also will help in cleansing the body.
So one last question I want to take this time also. When I do cardio, I pump up to 140, like 120, 130, 140 heart rate. So what is the safe range? Should I do it continue with this when somebody says no, 70 is the normal, so you should not go across 100. So anywhere not written medically that is it safe to go 140?
It's always safe to stay below 120 like that. Okay. The thing is, the kind of basically when you say cardio exercise, I strongly recommend exercises which involves proper inhaling and exhaling, aerobic exercises. Without having proper blood oxygen supply to each and every cell of the body, if you go on doing lots and lots of exercise, that produces many toxins inside our muscles, which in turn, when you are not inhaling properly and doing a lot of exercise, so what happens is the chemical reactions which take place inside our muscles to break down the glucose will be anaerobic reactions. And anaerobic chemical reactions where there is no oxygen, that is harmful to the body. Sometimes it again produces more toxins. So when you are doing physical activity, we need to make sure that we are doing it in a place where there is proper ventilation, proper circulation of air, and we also should make sure that we are breathing in and breathing out properly while you are doing exercise. That is very important. That is the reason why when you are doing yoga or Surya Namaskar, each and every step involves either inhaling or exhaling or holding the breath. That is very important.
But keeping on the safe side, we should not cross 120.
Yes.
140 is not good actually, right, for heart. And the people who are doing exercise, this kind of exercise in the gym, in the closed area, then definitely it is not good to
definitely not. I have seen many gyms with all the doors closed and only AC will be there. Is it all healthy? Particularly crowded gyms where many people are there and there is no proper air circulation and everyone is breathing others carbon dioxide. That is definitely not healthy.
Sir, and it's the problem with the youngsters. They are gyms are full with the youngsters and they are doing this kind of exercise.
Yes.
And thank you, sir. Thank you.
Like to continue with your or should please write over.
Someone Sashikant Purodeji has asked, how about constant scan of abdomen of the person with so normally abdominal scan, ultrasound scan if we do it, very harmless scan. Even we do it for pregnant ladies periodically, every 2 weeks, 3 months, 2 weeks. So we need not worry about
I just wanted to take care that following a healthy lifestyle is your life is visible to us.
Yeah. No, I'm reading this question from the chat window.
Yes.
So someone is asking about the abdominal scan for polycystic kidney. You
Yes,
need not
sir.
constantly go and get a scan regularly, but if the scan is only a means of understanding how many cysts are there, what is the size of the cyst. Once you know it, if it is something which we can't correct it with our lifestyle, you have to go to a doctor, get some therapy done, take some medicine. After that, once the doctor is confident, you can go back and take another scan. So this ultrasound scan is not at all harmful. One can have the scan without any side effect. That is good. Many people ask me, how is this regeneration possible? How can we regenerate the degenerated joints or bones or cartilage? Are we replacing the old ones with new ones? Will you put something inside my body? Generally, people with back pain or neck pain or knee joint pain, they come to me and ask me, will you replace the joint or what will you do? In fact, we tell them that we just allow the body to heal itself. Once the body starts healing itself, there is this beautiful mechanism of regenerating each and every cell of the body. So, Ayurveda has some ancient Ayurvedic therapies. There are some wonderful therapies called Rasayana therapies, where reversing of aging is possible. Aging process can be reversed using these Rasayana therapies. And how does it happen? It happens by taking the body's environment, internal environment to the highest possible best state. Detailed description of Rasayana therapies were written. Unfortunately, there are very few doctors who are practicing these Rasayana therapies who can actually create wonders. So normally people with simple knee joint pain or back pain with this prolapse, this degeneration, we treat with Panchakarma therapies and we help them regenerate the cartilage, regenerate the bone. Even when you take an MRI or X-ray after the therapy, you will see that the regeneration is happening. But what I'm speaking about Rasayana therapy is totally at a higher level, different level, where even the lost teeth can be regenerated, lost hair can be regenerated. You can go back to 20, 25 years back, you can become young again. This is something which is very amazing and astonishing to listen to. But there are some therapies which I would like to share with you in detail someday. But there are some doctors in Kerala who are doing this special therapy called Kuti Praveshika Rasayana or Kayakalpa Chikitsa, where we take complete control of the patient's metabolism, minimize it, reverse the degenerative changes, and use some special medicines and special food, and make the patient do some special pranayams and meditation and yogasanas, all those things, and completely cut off the patient's communication with the entire world. He will be completely kept in a secluded place, only listening to chants and mantras and only eating some special diet and taking some special medicine and doing meditation. And there is one doctor called Dr. Setu Mahatma in Kerala who is doing this practice. And I personally know some of the patients who went. The thing is, this whole process, regeneration process, is a very long process. And most of the people who have time to undergo this therapy are around 60 plus or 70 plus people. And the duration of the therapy is around 900 days. So, which is impossible for normal people to undergo. The highest anyone who underwent in Dr. Setu Madhavan's regenerative therapy clinic is 330 days. One person who successfully completed around 330
और
days.
आदमी सुन रहा हूँ कुछ मेडिकल सुन रहा हूँ, मेडिकल आ रहा है, डॉक्टर का आ रहा है.
So this is something strange, and I have seen one patient, he went only for 60 days. He could stay only for 60 days in that particular therapy. But when he came back, all his white hair turned black. This seems like a miracle. This seems like a magic or something like that. But this is science. So this entire process of regeneration is backed by a lot of scientific research also. So why I'm trying to tell you this thing is, there is some beautiful mechanism inside our body called homeostasis. Homeostasis is condition of equilibrium in the body's internal, maintaining the internal equilibrium by body itself. Body can do miracles, wonders, and it is always doing. In this Rasayana therapy, we are taking it to the next level. But normally also, day to day, every day, we don't know that these miracles are happening inside our body. This maintaining of internal environment within physiological limits is always important for us to stay healthy. And this balance, internal balance, continuously gets disrupted by so many things happening around us. It's heat, extreme cold, lack of oxygen, lot of physical stress, psychological stress. All these things will disturb the internal balance, internal that homeostasis. But beauty of human body is, whenever there is a disturbance, whenever there is extreme heat outside, body tries to cool down itself. Extreme cold outside, body tries to generate heat inside. Whenever there is lack of oxygen, body tries to minimize the metabolism. Whenever there is a lot of physical stress, physical activity or mental stress, body tries to reverse the negative changes happening because of those things. And this happens continuously. And if that doesn't happen, then you just can't, human beings are called oikothermic. We are warm-blooded animals. So irrespective of the temperature outside, always our internal temperature gets maintained. Even if a small degree of change, if the body is not trying to maintain the homeostasis, small degree of change can cause death. But always this balance is being maintained by the body. That is the beauty of this internal homeostasis. For example, when the body temperature falls because of external cold, suddenly we went to a place where the temperature is 0 degrees. Suddenly we went to some Chardham Yatra and the temperature falls down to 0 degrees. And instantly, blood vessels they constrict and the heat gets conserved. Sweat glands do not secrete any fluid. Shivering happens. Involuntary contraction of muscles generates heat and it creates heat inside the body. Heat is retained. The body temperature is maintained. And suddenly we are exposed to extreme hot condition. Then the body temperature rises. Body temperature raises, blood vessels get dilate. It results in heat loss. And the sweat glands they secrete a lot of sweat. Sweat gets evaporated. Heat is reduced from the body. It is lost to the environment. So this is a simple thing which we can understand. But there are so many other complex things which are happening inside our body continuously. Body temperature is something which we can easily understand. There are so many other things which are happening inside our body continuously, which are helping us stay healthy without any discomfort, without any problem. So sometimes then homeostatic imbalances such as high core body temperature, high concentration of salt in the blood, or low concentration of oxygen, it can generate homeostatic reactions such as warmth or thirst or breathlessness. These things will help us restore the balance. It will tell us whenever we feel thirsty, it is body is trying to tell us that the body is getting dehydrated, you need some water. Whenever you feel the breathlessness, it's telling that our oxygen concentration is low. You need to take deeper breaths. Body will tell us. It will trigger those reactions. Some things like blood glucose concentration, electrolyte concentration, oxygen levels, pH, osmolarity, water levels, core body temperature, endocrine, and these are all under the control of this endocrine and autonomic nervous system. And even enzymes, which help us in digesting, breaking down the food, they will also function only at a small range of conditions, some specific pH, specific temperature, and when it goes beyond, if the body's temperature goes beyond certain level, or blood pH goes beyond, either it raises or comes down, then this enzyme function will not happen. And it is the function of the body homeostasis to maintain that pH, maintain the temperature. If the range is going, the enzyme temperature of pH is going beyond the normal range, these enzymes cannot function. It will lead to diseases, it leads to death. So the key point here is homeostasis is always happening inside the body. This is something which always happens. But it is very important for us to understand that this balance is very delicate, and body, whenever it is unable to maintain this balance, it will try to communicate with us. It will tell us, I am feeling thirsty, I am feeling hungry, I am feeling breathless, I am feeling weak, I am feeling irritated. These signals which body tries to send continuously indicate that there is some imbalance inside the homeostasis, and it is our responsibility to restore that balance. How do we do that? Again, good food, good sleep, good timely food, timely sleep, physical activity, and mental peace. All these things are very important for us to maintain this balance. At least we will not do the whole complicated thing that body will do it by itself. All we have to do is maintain good lifestyle. So once we do this, once we maintain the balance, we can slow down this aging process. Fortunately, nowadays, many people are becoming old at a very young age. Nowadays, there are so many, if you go to a mall or some place, they will check your, fat, body mass, DMX, body mass index, they will see. And they will tell you what is your physiological age. Normally, chronological age is like, for example, you are 40 years. It will show that your physiological age according to the tests is like 60 years or 50 years. You are aging much faster. So this faster aging process is an indication that there is some disturbance in this homeostasis. There is some disturbance in the metabolism. Metabolism is a delicate balance. Anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is the construction part. New tissues, new cells, continuous tissue building, and replacing the lost and worn out cells is continuously happens inside the body on one side. And catabolism, destruction part, old cells will be replaced, and the cells die, and death part, each and every cell, this also happens. There is a delicate balance between this anabolism and catabolism. When there is balance maintained, then you don't age faster. But when the destruction part is happening faster and the reconstruction part is happening very slow, then you age faster. That is the time when we need to understand that my aging process is happening fast. How do I know? How do I know whether I'm healthy, whether I'm aging faster? If I'm able to withstand physical activities, lot of physical activity, I don't have any problem, I can do it. Change in temperature, I don't have any problem, I can withstand change in body temperature or change in the external temperature, change in seasons, I don't have any problem. I don't catch diseases whenever the season changes, whenever the temperature changes, whenever I do physical activity, I don't have any problem with my joint, muscles and all. There is no disturbance in my skin, no abnormal changes in my weight. I don't gain a lot of weight. the more inches you gain at your abdomen, at the base level, the more years you are losing. So when you are not gaining abnormal weight, when you are able to withstand physical activity, when you are able to withstand the changes in the external temperature, all these things are indicating that you are healthy. But on the contrary, even a small change in the external temperature, you are unable to sit for some time if the fan is off, if the power is off, if there is no AC, if there is no flow of air, you are unable to sit, you are unable to withstand the temperature, then there is some problem. You are unable to do some physical, a small physical activity also is causing some pain in your joints or causing some kind of weakness. You are getting tired easily. All these things are indications that something is not happening right. Some balance is in the body. You need to do something to restore that balance. If not just about the physical activity or change in body temperature. If you are not getting hunger, your appetite is not good, or sometimes the appetite is too much, or sometimes the appetite is haphazard, sometimes good, sometimes not good. So even that indicates some disturbance in it. And other things like easily catching diseases. If some person is having cold or fever, instantly you're catching that cold or cough or something like that. Even that is just a moment. One moment. We always have to keep these things in our mind, that balance, homeostasis, maintaining balance is very important. So an activity happens smoothly provided the circadian rhythm is maintained. We can observe our body. When you observe your body, when you observe your mind, you'll see that sometimes during the day, whatever you want to do, it happens very nicely. The whole day, smooth sailing happens. But sometimes even the smallest of the smallest work you will not be able to do, and it will be like you're swimming against the rhythms of nature upstream. Okay. Sometimes you feel that the energy is like driving you towards whatever you want to. What is the reason behind this disturbance, this change in way you do work, the way you perceive the feel the energy and all those things? If your internal clock is in synchronization with the earth cycle, lunar cycle, solar cycle, the nature, if it is in synchrony, then whatever you want to do, it will be very smooth. You will feel a lot of physical energy. Whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do with complete focus. You will be able to complete the task within few minutes instead of spending hours together. All these things happen when you are in sync with nature. But when this sync is missing, then when the rhythm is missing, when the biological clock is disturbed, then you will feel some problem. So, what is this circadian rhythm? Circadian rhythm, as I've told you, that so many activities happen inside the body, like energy production, enzymatic production, digestive functions, and all those things happen inside our body only if we are in sync with nature. How can we sync our internal metabolism with the nature? And what is the importance? We need to understand that nature has a profound influence on our body. Each and every cell gets influenced by the external environment. They say that as is the macrocosm, so is the microcosm. So, yada pinde tada brahmande. You see fire, water, wind, everything outside. The same thing, same elements are present inside also. So, we get influenced. When the sun is rising and sun is bright at the noon time, this sun has a direct influence on the production of digestive juices inside the body. And that is the time when maximum enzymatic activity, maximum digestive strength is seen inside the body. So when you eat heaviest meal of your day, when the sun is bright, mostly 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, that is the time to have the heaviest meal of the day. That is the time when you can easily digest even the heaviest food, and that food will get properly assimilated and it will help in strengthening production of energy, building the tissues, everything will happen only when you eat the food in the right time. Because that is the time when enzymatic activity is at peak. But if you eat food after 2, after 3, when the enzymatic activity is completely very, very low, then all the food you ate will not be able to nourish your body properly. In fact, it produces more toxins when you eat food in a time when the enzymatic activity is slow. Particularly the night time, metabolism is very slow. And unfortunately, all of us, most of us, eat heavy food during the night time and eat very light food in the daytime. They take small, small tiffin boxes to the office and eat very less food. And in the night time, they eat lots and lots of food. That is something which is a major problem for many of us. That is creating so many health-related problems. And in fact, the night food should be consumed as early as possible. I consume my food and then I come to this session. So I don't know how many of you have already consumed food, but this is the time you need to give rest to the body, and this is not the time to have food. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, some people eat at 11 o'clock. That is very bad, and that will cause severe disturbance in the metabolism. So we need to understand what is the right time to have, right time to sleep, right time to do exercise, right time to put a lot of work, do a lot of work with our brain, right time to meditate, right time to play, right time to expose the body to the sunlight. We need to have knowledge about all these things. They are related to influence of external environment on each and every cell of the body. So normally the mechanism goes like this. Whenever there are some things like seed givers. Seed givers are stimulants, external stimulants which tell our internal body clock to start working. The most common seed giver is light. When light enters our eyes, this light rays, photons, they enter our brain and they start, the brain starts sending signals to each and every part of the body that, chalo, this person woke up. Now you start work. When you get up early in the morning and this early morning sunlight enters your eyes, and that is the right time to start the cycle, and the whole cycle till the next day, it happens in a smooth way if you start it in the right time. Suppose you get up at 9 o'clock and your light is entering at 9 o'clock. The body thinks that this is the right time to start everything. Until then, nothing has started inside of us. So the whole thing gets disturbed, whole things gets postponed, and everything happens in a wrong way. No, sun will not rise in a different time when we wake up late. It happens proper in the right time. So all we have to do is maintain good lifestyle, eat in time, sleep in time, get up in time, and each and every activity, like the other activities just shown here, reading and activities, feedback timing, our mood, cognitive functioning, each and everything is having a profound influence on the circadian rhythm. Once this circadian rhythm is is in sync, in our body's biological clock is in sync with nature, and everything is happening in a right way, we will be very, very healthy. Each and every part of our body will, each and every organ of our body will perform its highest function. Whereas when there is a disturbed rhythm, when there is some disturbance because of a wrong time of sleep and wrong waking up late, eating food in a wrong time, doing exercise in a wrong time. All these things will trigger and change the biological clock, and that will cause so many diseases. There are so many diseases which are seen because of this circadian rhythm disharmonies, like mood disorders, depression, bipolar disorder, heart disease, obesity, Alzheimer's, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, cancer, and so many harmful diseases can appear in our body if our biological clock is not in tune with our nature. We need to understand that we are not individual entities. We are in sync with the nature. We are in sync with this entire existence, with the environment around us. So when we are doing activity according to their influence, according to the influence of sun, moon, and other Earth's rotation on our body, if we know and if you plan the lifestyle properly, then these diseases can be avoided. This picture shows how this light is converting this photons are getting converted, and it is going to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is the master clock of the body, and it is stimulating, it is sending signals to each and every organ of the body to start functioning. There are so many activities. For example, if you look at this chart, 5 p.m. greatest cardiovascular efficiency and muscle strength. If you do some physical activity in the evening time before sunset, that is the best time to do physical activity, cardiovascular activity. So 12 noon is the time when you can have the heaviest meal, when the digestive system is very, very good. And 12 midnight, this is the time when maximum regeneration happens. You can see that 9 p.m. melatonin secretion starts. At 9 p.m. melatonin secretion starts. And the melatonin, a beautiful, wonderful chemical, gets secreted inside our body. It induces sleep, and it also helps in regenerating each and every cell of our body. And this is the time after 9 p.m. if you switch off your light, and by 10 p.m. if you can go to sleep, 10 to 2 is the time when wonderful regeneration happens. Each and every cell of our body will get replaced with new cells. Energy production will happen. Tissue building will happen. All these things will happen. This is the time when your body recharges itself, 10 to 2. Unfortunately, that is the time when most of the students wake up and read. Most of us watch movies. Most of us spend time, which is very unfortunate. That is a time for us to help our body recuperate. That will help us stay healthy. But if you don't sleep during the time, if you don't allow the melatonin to get secreted, melatonin secretion drastically reduces if you don't switch off the light. Artificial light exposure, if you expose your body to artificial lights like tube light or laptop light or cell phone light, that will drastically reduce the production of melatonin, which in turn will not help us accumulate enough energy for the next day. Repair and heal your body, regenerate new cells. That will not happen if you are not allowing the melatonin to get secreted inside your body. So if you look at the morning time, 4:30 a.m. is the lowest body temperature. The metabolism is very, very low. That is the time you can happily meditate, do some activity with your brain, do some creative things. You want to write a novel, write something, prepare a presentation, or you want to write a paper, scientific paper. That is the time to do some, go deeper inside yourself, explore the higher center. That is the time to do. Early morning time. When you wake up in the early morning, you are triggering this production of energy. You are taking the energy from the entire cosmic universe, and the whole day you will be active if you are waking before the sunrise. So these are the things which we need to understand, and we need to plan our lifestyle accordingly. If we do not plan our lifestyle accordingly, and we just go with the flow, and it happens, haphazardly, definitely some kind of disease will start growing inside our body, and suddenly at some point of time, we will be shocked to see that we got some diabetes or hypertension or some other disease. So it is very important for us to understand what's happening. This the pineal gland is secreting melatonin. Melatonin is for sleep hormone. Apart from inducing sleep, it also helps in regeneration of the body. You know, if you don't secrete melatonin because of exposure of the artificial light, then doctors will prescribe melatonin capsules or some tablets or syrups made of melatonin to correct your melatonin diseases. As I've told you, the artificial light exposure will reduce the production of melatonin. So it's very important for us to maintain a healthy lifestyle, achieve this healthy circadian rhythm. So I request all of you to eat very early. Even if you are attending this holistic human health session, I want you to complete your dinner before 7:30 and then join the session. If you are unable to do that, even while listening to this session, also you can have food, no problem. But don't eat at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. So after eating, you should give at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours time body to process it before you sleep. Don't sleep immediately after eating food. That will again cause so many problems. Now, I think time 8:30. If you have any questions, we can take.